My own brothers died tragically as well, truth be told.
Willkommen zurück.
It was 1868, and me and my older brothers were pulling a tidy profit running cattle into Juarez, Mexico. One night after my brothers retired for the evening, I found a little poker game in a cantina with a couple of cowboys. And I just couldn't lose. I even won an old Spanish coin that had to be 100 years old. Well, I was mighty pleased with myself the next morning as my brothers and I rode for Texas. But before we crossed the border, those cowboys caught up with us. It was Johnny Ringo, Roscoe Bob Bryant, and another asshole named Jim. They wanted their money back and everything else we had, including our lives, as those boys didn't want us coming for them later. Bob put that old Spanish coin in my mouth and said, "I won't have it said that I left you with nothing, boy." Well, those horses bolted, and there we hung as those bastards rode away. The branch finally snapped under the weight of the three of us, but being my older brothers were bigger and heavier, they were already dead. And right then I swore to myself that I would avenge them. Ringo you know about. But Bob eluded me, until I heard he was riding with the Wild Bunch.
Ja, den geht's ja auch schon weiter, ne?
I'd been on their trail for months, ever since they left their hideout in the Bighorn Mountains. Led by Butch Cassidy, they were a loose association of outlaws who robbed banks and trains from Colorado to Montana. Among them was the Sundance Kid, and that murderous hombre I was tracking, Roscoe Bob Bryant.
Were you a part of that giant Pinkerton posse after the Wild Bunch?
No, boy. A circus like that would have slowed me down. Besides, I wanted Bryant all to myself. I'd heard about a large shipment of gold being transported to Wilcox, Wyoming on the Overland Flyer.
Ja.
I figured the Wild Bunch would likely hit such a treasure, and by God, I figured right.
Okay, kommt schon. Wir ein bisschen mitmischen.
They blew the bridge with the intention of forcing the train to stop. Well, I assumed the Wild Bunch was likely in the still intact part of the train high above, so I had no choice but to make my way up through the passenger cars dangling down.
Bidum, bidum.
I was determined to make that sumbitch Bob pay for what he did to my brothers.
Ah, gucken wir mal. Das sind ja gleich noch die Wilden. Gehe ich hier rein oder gehe ich da rein? Ich gehe mal hier rein. Na, was ist so viel? Naja. Als ob ich es gewusst habe, ne? Ah, wo sind sie denn? Das sieht doch gleich aus, ob hier die ersten auftauchen. Und tschüss. Tschüss. So, der Zug ist auch leer. Okay, okay. Munition, Explosives.
I found the device they used to blow the tracks, so I knew I was headed in the right direction.
Okay. Anscheinend muss ich...
My ears are still ringing from blowing up that bridge.
What'd you say? I can't.
Well, I made my way off unscathed and came upon a few members of the gang and had no choice but to dispatch them. From there, I had to negotiate an even more precarious route. But first, I would need to get my ass out of there.
Okay. Ich krieg hier ganz schön viel Explosives. Okay.
I jumped from the frying pan into the fire as the train was clearly fixing to fall. I had found the gang, but in order to find old Bob, I needed to fight my way forward past a whole passel of desperados. Outside, inside, any way I could, I made my way towards my prey.
God damn you!
Well, what about the passengers?
It was mostly a freight train, as I recall. There were no passengers aboard that day.
Weg mit dir. Der eine war besser dran. Das wird 2. Nein.
As I mentioned before, I am not fond of heights. But I was too busy dodging bullets to worry about falling to my death. Odds were I was likely to die that day anyway. So I was determined to take down as many of those bastards as I could.
Ja, ich kann mich doch verstecken. Ist doch gerade eine Kugel im Kopf gekommen. Kleiner mieser Bastard. Ja, und jetzt? Ja.
Times it was like shooting ducks in a shooting gallery. The only difference is these damn ducks shot back.
So, noch irgendwas Wichtiges hier? Nein. Doch, da oben. Riecht, als ob ich da oben hoch muss. Aber erstmal einmal gucken. Nicht, dass er hinterhältig wird.
I kept hoping the law would show up and give me a
You mean
hand.
like that giant Pinkerton posse that I read about? Did they come riding in, guns a-blazing to help?
Okay, die Picke. Okay.
Help? From the Pinkertons? No, son. I had to fight the wild bunch all by my lonesome, as usual.
Who the hell is that? Take cover! Retreat!
Neuer Level. Kalte Wut. Hervorragend. Langsam mag ich meinen Revolver.
He's killing everybody! Hell, you're dead. He'll kill us all!
Hey. Headshot, baby.
Gotta blow your damn head off!
Oh, die Nervensäge. Ein Nugget liegt in der Nähe. Boah. Den Cut wollte die Maus gar nicht so. Okay. Weg mit dir.
My guess is those dime novels didn't portray this as it happened, did they? Only a few stragglers were left, and I had to cut them down pronto if I was going to stay on old Bob's trail. Once I silenced all those guns, I went searching for my nemesis, determined to finally have my justice. But the only survivor who welcomed me was George Flat-Nose Curry.
Who was he?
The fastest gun in the gang. Right after Sundance, I mean. And Kid Curry, and maybe Elsie Lay. Though some folks might dispute that.
Na komm. Ein Ticken zu langsam. Okay. Okay. Ist denn schwierig? Der latscht mich viel rum, der Kumpel. Komm schon. MC Flatnose. Jetzt zieht er gleich. Beide. Ich war aber schneller. Ich war viel schneller als er. Oh, ich habe mich getroffen. Na komm, Boy. Komm, Boy.
On that very same day, Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid decided to leave the Wild Bunch behind and decamped for South America. They ended up living down there for many years, but I'm sure you already know all about that.
Jawohl, und weiter geht's. Todeszug zur Hölle. Dum, dum, dum.
I tried to find Bob Bryant, but it was as if he'd disappeared. Sometime later, I heard the Wild Bunch was back together. Kid Curry escaped from jail, and now he was running the whole shebang. So I took to their trail, as I was still in pursuit of my brother's killer and hoped that he was back with him.
Na? Sind wieder Wölfe am Start? Oder Indianer?
That Kid Curry's kinda crazy, ain't he?
Don't let him hear you saying that.
Anyways, I tracked those boys to a camp right outside Parachute, Colorado. Being outnumbered, I didn't bother with a warning shot. I just started taking those bastards down.
Ja. Komm schon. Sind gute Schützen, ne? Bisschen wie Call of Duty.
Old Bob wasn't among them, and neither was Kid Curry. I could sense him close by, however, plotting something nasty. I just needed a clue as to their whereabouts.
Hab ich? Komm. Mehr Konzentration. Feuer frei. Maxen wir das mal aus. Okay, wo ist Curry? Kommen Sie, Curry. Ich glaube nicht, dass ich hier runter muss. Finden Sie Hinweise, genau. Hinweise auf Curry. Wandert. Nee. Wie war das? Da.
And I found one. A map with their bold plan clearly marked. This time they were fixing to blow up a train trestle. Property of the Union Pacific.
Okay, haben wir es gefunden.
The plan clearly indicated how they were fixing to undermine several of the weakest wooden supports. Kid Curry was considered the wildest of the wild bunch. It was said that he fathered 85 bastard children, though some say it was only 5. Kid Curry had bragged to a whore how he was gonna rob a train heading to the U.S. Mint in Denver. And that whore, Fat Sally, she told me. The bridge was rigged with dynamite, so I decided I'd best be careful confronting those bastards. And I made it a point to remove any dynamite that I came across. A moment later, I saw a ladder that somehow had escaped my attention.
Don't worry, I know what I'm doing.
Irgendwo muss der jetzt nach unten, oder?
Damn it! What the hell?
But the wild bunch did not take kindly to my presence and attempted to blow my head off. It appeared the kid had found a number of new recruits to bolster their ranks. Guess there's always desperate men willing to trade their lives for stolen treasure.
What happened next?
Well, having removed the first bundle of dynamite, I decided I might as well remove the other one. Once that was done,
Okay.
I figured I'd find my way from there.
Kaboom. Okay, Cowboy.
Strangers in a town room full of rocket
Na? Damit hast du nicht ganz gerechnet, wa? Ach, das habe ich auch nicht gerechnet. Okay. Diese gemeinen Schlingel. Okay. Kaboom. Wimpernschlag. Perfekt.
Ready to meet your maker. Ready for a belly
Okay, ein gepanzerter. Darauf war ich nicht vorbereitet. Ach, scheiße. Ein schlechter Start. Nimm das. Na komm. Braucht mehr Durchschlagskraft. Ja. Scheiße. Komm. Na komm. Hier ist ja noch einer. Boah. Oh, der ist tot. Der steht nur geil da.
So, what happened then?
Had to remove more of that damn dynamite.
Okay, hier ist aber noch Dynamit.
It must have been terrifying trying to make your way across.
I was sweating it a bit, but then I noticed a footbridge tied up on high, so I shot the rope.
Wie ein echter Cowboy. Das sei du schießen. Weg. Boah.
So that was all the dynamite?
Funny you should mention that, darling. As actually, there was a fourth charge impeding my progress.
Gut, weiter geht's.
Once I removed it, my path was pretty clear.
Weg.
Killing me.
Na komm. Na komm schon. So. Der ist hin. Boah, ist das nicht...
So I proceeded onward and realized that that way just wasn't gonna work. I needed an alternate path forward.
Okay, da komme ich so anscheinend nicht mehr ran. Ups. Eine Menge Zeug. Okay. Habe ich mich da jetzt hochgepackt?
Of course, I had to tread carefully. Otherwise, I could, well, die.
Oh Gott. Ja. Muss da irgendwo noch Zeug sein. Okay. Aber ich muss einen Weg finden. Das heißt, ich muss ja wieder hoch. Ich bin von hier gekommen und ich muss irgendwie darüber. Das ist ein bisschen verwirrend der Weg. Okay. Oh. Irgendwie da hoch, ja. Ja, ich muss da irgendwie hoch. Oh, auf ein neues. Hier lang. Ja, jetzt bin ich aber hier. Der Weg bringt mich nicht weiter. gehen wir halt den Weg. Bringt der mich weiter? Auch nicht. Verarschen? Okay. Okay. Ich wäre so locker rübergekommen. Aber nö.
Luckily, I found a cave, and as I made my way back to the bridge, I saw something that concerned me. It was a long burning fuse, and it was moving fast as hell. I had to catch it. I hope you understand how badly my adventure might have ended had I not been as careful as hell.
Sterben kann ich gut.
It was a long burning fuse, and it was moving fast as hell. I had to catch it. The burning fuse was so damn quick, I had to run like the wind. I almost had it, but no. Thought I was gonna have a coronary when I lost sight of those sparks. My heart was pounding like a sledgehammer. I knew that failure meant boom. Then, finally, at the last moment.
Komm. Hoi. Ja.
Whew. Of course, I was successful, or clearly I wouldn't be talking to you folks here today. Naturally, I removed the last dynamite charge. Well, it was a touching reunion.
Ja.
But by this time, I was thoroughly exhausted and dragging my ass as I was not a young man anymore.
Okay. Gut.
Kill that Azuki! Make him bleed! Send him to forget!
Finally, I found those boys. Or more precisely, they found me.
These crazy ass me! Damn fruitcake!
Recht. Boah. Headshot. Na, wo sind sie denn? Auch nur eine Pistole. Sich hier doch noch hoch. Jetzt hänge ich im Felsen. Ich werd wahnsinnig.
Just when I thought things couldn't get worse, Kid Curry opened up on me with a goddamn Gatling gun. It was hidden in this tunnel and pretty well shielded.
Wow, Kid Curry. Okay. Na, weg mit dir. Na komm, schieß. Treff den so gar nicht.
Luckily, I had located some dynamite. I still, however, had my work cut out for me.
This is the last mistake you'll ever make. Come on, come on, come on. Time for you to
Okay.
lay down and die. You can't hide forever. Do you know who I am?
Ich hole ich mir.
Hold him off while I reload. It's not fair. And still so I can kill you. Are you kidding me? You can't beat me. Shit. This is the
Okay.
last mistake you'll ever make.
Treff ihn gar nicht.
Show yourself, you coward! Damn! Time for you to lay down and die.
Na komm.
Shit, I gotta reload. I think he's scared. Do you know who I am? It's not fair. God damn it, I need some
Der hat
help
gesessen.
here.
Der hat gesessen.
Take this son of a-
Es sind da noch die Arschlöcher da oben. Du Kacke.
What are you? Yellow?
Eigentlich hat er gesessen.
Stupid contraption!
Okay.
Ah! Time for you to lay down and die. Damn! God damn it, I need some help here. Come on, boys! Take this son of a bitch out. Are you kidding me? Shit!
Ah,
It's not fair! Well, you know what I'm saying. Move it, boys! Guess you had enough, huh? Mistake you'll ever make.
okay. Okay.
Gonna cut you a new one.
These fat bastards!
Eventually, I brought that tunnel down.
Ja.
And that's when I
Tschüss.
met Kid Curry himself. He had decided to stop pussyfooting around and deal with me personally.
Okay, weiter geht's. Na los. Ja komm, Boy. Na komm. Bin immer am Anfang zum Ticken zu langsam. Na komm. Na komm schon. Na komm. Du hast doch keine Chance. Ja, schade, da war ich. Okay, komm schon. Na
fast as he was. I was just a bit faster.
Tja, so schnell kann's gehen.
And as he lay wounded, I demanded to know the whereabouts of Roscoe Bob Bryant. He shouted at me. Is that what this is about? Bob went with Butch and Sundance to South America. You ain't never finding him. Those were his last words.
Damit hat er nicht ganz gerechnet, wa? Gut. Einmal noch schnell die Fähigkeiten reingucken. Genau. Gut, Leute, und ich würde sagen, das war's mit dieser Folge. Wir sehen uns in der nächsten wieder. Ciao.